So welcome to the pumping and light wind video. Pumping is a really hard topic, and I've seen a lot of mistakes over the years. Some only use the backhand, while others pump the sail too slowly. In essence, it's all about using the momentum you have in your body and transferring it through the legs into your board to push the board forward. It is actually hard to break it down into single parts and topics because everything needs to happen simultaneously. First of all, you have to be explosive and think of it as using your body as a weight. So don't pull the sail towards you, but the first thing is you pull your body to the sail, then dropping your body and using that momentum in your body to get the impulse into the sail. And once you have that, you pull your arms, and at that moment, you push the board forward. Especially in super light wind, you also have to get the sail moving in a circular manner. You have to scoop the air to get maximum efficiency. So after you've pushed your board with your legs and you are close with the sail, with a closed backhand, you push the sail slightly forward and get ready for the next pump. You'll be able to open the sail in the front a little bit and then pull it back and get ready for the next pump to transfer the power into your legs and into the board. It is essential to make the most out of your body weight in that situation. So use the momentum you can create with your body. So generally speaking, the more explosiveness you can put in that movement, the better your pumping will be. So now we come to a hard part. It is important not to stop after 3 pumps and give up. You need to work the equipment, and the way it works is with each pump, you create a bit of speed, which makes the next pump easier and more efficient. So it is hard work to get going in light winds, but you can do it. Just keep on pumping, keep on increasing the speed. Really important, you have to go as early as possible into the front foot strap. That way, you'll be able to push the board more easily. The real tricky part is, you have to get into the back strap at some point before you fly. So what I do is I use this weightless moment between pumps to quickly sneak my foot into the back strap. And the next pump is the most efficient one, because now you can push to the maximum with both legs. And afterwards, if you're in both straps, you will start pulling the front foot up in the right moment to lift the board out of the water. But only do this if you feel you have enough speed and you feel the grip on the foil. So after you pulled up your board, the important thing is to sail it down. Not push the board down, but sail it down. Think of it as putting the effort in to get the board up and then using the height to create speed. All this time, you have to keep pumping. So it has to be a rhythm. It's kind of like a dance. And there are really good people out there. I'm not saying I'm the best one, I'm just giving you the basics here. This is a huge topic, pumping in light wind. So try and think of this rhythm and get all the steps I just told you in order, and you'll be fine to go. Okay, so for light wind in general, the best thing is not to go through that whole pumping rhythm, to that whole pumping exercise too often. So once you're up, try to stay foiling. You'll be able to fly through much lighter winds than what you need to get actually onto the foil. So work on your light wind jibes and try to stay foiling all the time. The second thing is what I like to do in light wind, especially when I have to go upwind. And what I do is I take the back foot and I take it out of the strap and put it just in front of the back strap. I'll have my weight a bit more forward on the board. Yes, that sounds a bit weird in light wind, but at the same time, it'll be much easier for me because I'll get into a more comfortable stand with more power on the back foot. The front foot only lifts and the back foot puts the pressure down. For me, that is way easier to go upwind in marginal conditions, essentially also because it simulates a wider board in the back and it just makes you feel more comfortable. And the third thing is, what I want to talk about with light wind is when you sometimes you just have to go through a lull to get to the next gust, to stay foiling or do your maneuver there or whatever. And to get through that lull, sometimes you'll have to pump. Pump while you're flying. Okay, so now for the pumping while you're on the foil, it is important that you initiate the up-down movement of the board, because that, in essence, is what really drives you forward. You get some power out of the sail, that's for sure, while moving it against the wind, but the speed you'll generate with the up-down movement of the foil. You're pumping the foil. So what I like to do to initiate the pump is I like to drop the windward rail of the board to get the board into a downward movement, accelerate, and then use the power I generate with the sail and making my body light by putting the weight onto the boom in the pump to get the board back up. And then you can do that slower, faster. There are many ways to do it, but in general, it is about driving the foil down to generate speed and then using the power in the sail to get the board back up. And that way, you'll be able to foil through all the lulls you want and get into the wind to stay foiling.